Okay, we finally arrived in our new country in Asia, and we're gonna explore it tomorrow. We're just gonna go to bed tonight.
Up super early for something really special. Let's hope it's worth all the hype. It starts with a An and ends with a Wat.
I also woke up with a super swollen one eye this morning, so I have like a heavy eyelid.
Okay.
Hopefully I can see it.
Hopefully.
You Erica?
Yes,
Yeah.
Erica.
Thank you so much for your water.
Thank you.
It's just me.
So we hired a tuk-tuk for the day, and he's just going to take us around all the temples.
Okay. Walking in pitch black.
It looks more pitch black after that shone in my eye.
And here we have some wild humans out of their natural habitat, off the couches and away from the TVs.
The sunrise has been beautiful so far. We got some pretty purples, some reds, and 10,000 of our closest friends here. Now, we were not under the illusion that we were going to be even close to almost the only people here. But the amount of people is pretty impressive to wake up at 4 a.m. to be here.
So impressive, in fact, that you have people taking pictures of other people because of how impressive it is.
So we left our spot by the pool in the front, but it was like kind of an explosion of some color. There was like some pinks and some purples and blues. It was very pretty, but I feel like what I was even more impressed by so far is when we got here it was totally dark. I actually had no idea where the temple was in relation, but it's actually massive. Like, it's so big. Like, this should definitely be a wonder of the world. You're probably not going to put this in, but I recently figured out how the seven wonders, the modern seven wonders of the world, were decided on, and it was pretty unfair. You should read about it. We're going to go explore Angkor Wat now.
It's kind of a bummer because one side of the pool, and I think it's the best side of the pool for the sunrise, was closed until 2026, so we only have a single pool for the reflection. But pretty regardless, I don't know if it was worth it. I don't know. It just seems too popular of a place. You could probably find another temple that's almost as pretty. The sheer size of this place is insane. Oh, there's a humbug.
Ooh, don't get that close to my dirt bike.
Your dirt bike.
So I did some looking, and this temple was built in the early 1100s, so we're like coming up on close to 1,000 years, and the temple's even more massive from the inside, I feel like, than I thought it was going to be from the outside. And there's so many like beautiful, intricate carvings and detailings, and I just find it so impressive that it's actually this well preserved here, like in the middle of the jungle, even after almost 1,000 years. You can tell it's like decaying some, as it should, but it's just so impressive. Any thoughts from you, Humba?
It's amazing. Should be one of the wonders of the world. It's video, so let's walk. Finished up at Angkor Wat. We are heading to the next temple.
I'm still just like so impressed by how large it is, and what I think is still the coolest is when we were walking away, I turned back around. I was like, this is what we were walking up to this morning. And we had no clue because it was pitch black.
Super cool.
Cool. But we're gonna go see some more temples.
We apparently just went through the gate, so now that we are at the main temple, they actually call this the Smiling Temple, for obvious reasons in which you'll see. But our driver is the nicest guy in the world, and he just gave us a couple Pepsis, because why not? Keep us refreshed.
I swear every time he's like going to meet us, he like has this big old smile on and like is waving at us. All the rest of the drivers just kind of are flat-faced.
Yeah. This is his temple, I bet, because it's the Smiling Temple and he smiles all the time, and I love it. It's infectious. Benefit? Monkeys. Cute little monkeys that might have rabies.
Come to the old swimming pool here. We love them playing in the water.
Enough monkeying around, let's check out this temple.
You were not meant for this time period.
I know, that's why they have this sign right here.
It sounds and looks like there's either bats or rats. Neither of which I like. So we're moving on.
Oh, there's not a bat right there. I said there's not a bat. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you scare and piss off your wife all in one go. Danger's my middle name. You guys remember that thing where you used to get on the rail and slide down?
Yeah, you're not gonna do that.
How about? That's how you get rabies.
Yeah, that's how you get rabies. It's a hard no for me. Not to mention, I think monkeys, just like emus, are secretly evil. That was the Bayon Temple.
It was actually very insane how big it is and how much they allow you to explore.
It's a different layout. It's much more confusing than I think Angkor Wat was, and it's a little decayed. It's a little bit more decayed than the other, but it's pretty cool.
Very cool. They're all very cool. Just a lot of similarities, a lot of intricacy. But this one has monkeys if you like monkeys. Just don't let them crawl on you like that group of tourists is doing.
I love all of the hammocks in the back of the tuk-tuks because then they can just take a little nap while they wait for us to go inside. The tuk-tuk is just the way to go because you just go, you see the temple, and then they come out and you get the cool breeze while you drive to the next temple. It's just relaxing.
we are headed towards one of the top 3 out of the temples here. And this one is popular primarily because it is an impressive one, but also because Tomb Raider was filmed here.
How cool that looks behind you. It just crumbled under that tree. I love this temple. This is like the last temple, except for better. Because it's just a little bit bigger and they've done a little bit more reconstruction, but there's still like the rubble. I shouldn't use the word rubble. The ruins. There's still ruins, but it's like ruins with reconstruction. A little bit more than the last one.
Tomb Raider temple is dope. Those trees are insane.
This is probably my favorite temple, actually. Like, Angkor Wat is beautiful, absolutely beautifully reconstructed. But there really is just something about, like, not being fully reconstructed that I really like as well.
Yeah.
I believe this is our last temple for the day. We are doing a special trip to 2 further away temples tomorrow, which I'm also really excited about. So, until then.
I don't know if you even covered.
Finished our last temple for the day. And our tuk-tuk driver has a coconut with some coconut water in it. And it's actually like the most delicious coconut water I think I've tasted. So refreshing.
More temples tomorrow.
More temples tomorrow. Off to our last 2 temples. We are doing a car today instead of the tuk-tuk because they're pretty far away. But our driver's here.
Yeah. Much and April more hot.
We are at the first temple that I actually thought we were going to stop at. And it is Banteay Srei. And it means like temple or something of the women.
City of the Women.
City of the Women. So I read that this one is really nice because it has very nice inscriptions and stuff. So we'll see.
The absolute detail of these carvings are insane considering it was built in the 10th century.
Yeah, this temple is actually pretty different than some of the others we saw too. It's like more of like a 1 level type temple. Like you don't have to climb a bunch of steps, but it's so intricate. So beautiful.
Yeah.
I think we are going to be on to the next one. This is the one I'm most excited about today, actually.
Oh, okay. Thank you. What kind of? Well, I guess we'll wait.
I don't know the name. We can call Khmer cake.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what I think of it. I don't know how to describe it. It almost has like a passion fruit taste.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Heavy stem coconut.
Oh, it's got
This
coconut?
part of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
coconut?
It's coconut?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that part does taste coconutty. We're at what I think is our last temple for the day. And this is like the big one. It's Beng Mealea. I'm probably saying it wrong. But it's like an hour away from the rest of the temples and from town. And there's only like 3 cars in the parking lot. So I have pretty high hopes that we're gonna be one of only a few people here. This is one of my favorite ones. I think it would be absolutely beautiful, and there's something about the reconstructed ones that are really, really beautiful, but just something about like the entire temple like being completely overtaken by nature. Like nature just didn't care that this is built almost 1,000 years ago, and something about that just makes it awesome.
Thoughts. It's amazing. Angkor Wat is beautiful in its own right, but something about getting out in nature and just like experiencing it how they found it mostly is amazing. I don't know. It's hard to picture exactly what it would have looked like, but it's fun to picture it instead of seeing what people have already done like with the other ones.
Yeah, I really love this one. It is a bit outside of town, like a good hour, and so there's probably like 20 people that we saw the whole time, as opposed to like the 1,000 that were there at Angkor Wat. But interestingly, our driver was telling us that since COVID, tourism is only about 40%, which is really great for us because, you know, less people, and we thought it was busy. Not so great for tourism. But I think that that's going to be our last one. Side note, I guess, like, shout out to our driver. We did tuk-tuk yesterday. Rava. We did tuk-tuk yesterday, and then he drove us in the car today since it was so far. But he has been absolutely amazing. We just kind of... I found a random person online and texted them. But every single time we get to the car, he's super happy and smiling. He like always has water. He bought us fruit. He got us coconut water. Like he's just, I feel like he went above and beyond.
Agreed.
So,
I'm sorry, there was a fly attacking me.
I can see that.
But agreed. Yeah, and the mangoes. And
Yeah,
the
I said
cakes.
fruit. Oh yeah, all the cakes too. Yeah, he just like surprised us with all these things. And then even today, like there was kind of like some surprise temples. I didn't even know we were going to stop at. But he stopped for us.
He's awesome.
Yeah, so he's awesome. I just contacted him via WhatsApp. So if anyone's interested in a really good driver who will go above and beyond, we can include his WhatsApp number below.
Yep.
Just reach out and then he'll get back to you. He texts back pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's going to be it for temples.
Yep.